Joining us now is our young voter panel, Brylan Hollihan, Ryan Edwards, and Kale Ogunbor. All Gen Z Republican voters all join me now. Great to have you all here. Kale, Biden may feel he's younger than he is, but does anything in his public-facing persona reflect that?
I don't mean to rag on the President of the United States, but honestly, he's acting like a retiree. It's been reported that over 40% of Joe Biden's presidency has been spent on vacation. And I think a lot of Americans, including Gen Z, don't want a president who seems more like he's retired the next 4 years after 2024.
Let's get into the numbers with Ryan here. In a Monmouth University poll, 76% think Joe Biden is too old to effectively serve another term. And when it comes to the young people like you guys, in a New York Times poll released on Tuesday, 49% of voters age 18 to 29 support Trump versus Joe Biden's 43%. Ryan, how worried are young people like you as to what a second term of Joe Biden would mean for our standing on the world?
Yeah, first of all, I just want to thank you for having me on this morning. And, I believe that age has definitely been a problem for Biden his whole presidency. But really, I just think that he is lacking the cognitive ability to lead the country. I feel that over the last 4 years, we have seen a constant decline in his true ability in leading America. And, I think in order to lead the free world, to lead America, you must make hard and complex decisions in the blink of an eye. And I don't think we have that with Biden.
Brian, my dad's 81 as well. My mom pushes him to rest, pushes him to eat better. But big difference here. My dad is not the leader of the free world. So I have a different take on this. Are stories like this leaked to Axios, leaked to various other publications, seemingly by the West Wing, an attempt to get Joe Biden to bow out gracefully?
Maybe we could see that happening over the next 2 months. Maybe we could see Biden saying that he's having some health issues come up and he's going to let Gavin Newsom, who's been waiting in the wing, come on. But Todd, you got to look at this. It's been weekend at Bernie's at the White House ever since January 20th, 2021. Biden's clearly in cognitive decline. He's clearly being propped up by his staff, the First Lady. Actually said Axios is reporting that the First Lady is the real commander-in-chief. Look, we the American people did not elect Joe Biden. We did not elect Joe Biden to be the commander-in-chief. So we've got to fix something. We've got to see what's going on here. But I think you have a point there. I think we might see Gavin Newsom come in from the wing soon.
Healthy Gavin Newsom, a robust. You may not like his policies, but he definitely gives off an air of strength about him. Conley, I want to jump off on something you said, the 40% vacation, because I think that's interesting in light of this article. It says his staff wants to manage his schedule more. I read that as kind of toning down his schedule more, but how can you tone down his schedule when he's on vacation 40% of the time, and when he's in the Oval Office, his daily schedule basically contains nothing?
I don't understand. What I do know is you, me, if we worked and we had a job, there's no way we could stay hired if we spent 40% of our time on vacation. And I think that standard should also apply to the most important office in the entire world. To think that they want to lessen his load is concerning. It's even more concerning that instead of the White House being selfless or Joe Biden himself being selfless, he just still wants to run for another 4 years. It really makes me think, what are his intentions for the next 4 years for the United States?
Do you also wonder the same thing that Brylan worries about, like who really is in charge? Because, I mean, let's be honest. It seems that the 81-year-old you're seeing on your screen right now has significant physical limitations. His own team knows it. His own wife knows it. So is he really pulling the strings?
I am also concerned about that. I wonder who thinks this is a good idea, who is trying to pass this off as believable. I hope that Gen Z doesn't fall for this trap. For example, the Biden administration tried to pass out free student loan debt cancellation just to appease our generation. So hopefully people my age don't fall for this trap, pushed by Joe Biden or whoever is actually in charge.
Ryan, is Joe Biden the nominee for the Democrats in November 2024?
I actually do not think so. I think there's a good chance that Gavin Newsom will be in, and especially with these polls that have been coming out recently, I think they will start to try to push him out.
Brylan, take us home. When you talk to people your age, I want to also add Democrats your age. What do they tell you about Joe Biden?
Well, Todd, let me tell you this. We're 321 days out from one of the most important elections in American history. This election is going to decide the future that I grew up in. It's going to decide the future that I raise a family in. I'll be voting for the first time. This is the time when the candidates pick up their schedules, when they start doing a heavier load. But I don't think we're seeing it. I think we're going to see a repeat of 2020. I think we're going to see a basement campaign from Joe Biden. And that's not going to go well with our generation. Our generation wants to see their candidates out there speaking with them on the front lines. And Joe Biden's going to go to the basement of the White House.